I stand before you today with a deep sense of honor, responsibility and conviction as we gathered in this historic city of Ado-Ekiti to formally flag off the gubernatorial campaign of our great party, the All Progressive Congress. This is not just a flag off of a campaign. It is a renewal of covenant between leadership and the people, between vision and progress, between promise and performance. Ekiti is not an ordinary state. It is a land of intellect, integrity, and industry. It is a state that understands the weight of leadership and the value of continuity. Today, Ekiti stands again at a defining moment, one that calls for clarity, courage, and collective results. Let me begin by expressing my profound gratitude to the leadership of our great party, the APC, for entrusting me with the responsibility of chairing this campaign council. I accept this duty with humility and with firm commitment to delivering victory, not just for our party and my brother, His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi, but for the enduring progress of Ekiti State and Nigeria as a whole. My dear brothers and sisters, elections are not merely contests of personalities. They are choices about direction. They are decisions about the kind of future we desire for our children and our country. And in this election, the choice before the people of Ekiti is clear, compelling, and consequential. That choice is Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. In the last 3 years and about 7 months, Governor Oyebanji has demonstrated what purpose people-centered leadership looks like. His administration has been defined not by noise, but by measurable progress, which we have all seen, not by empty promises, but by tangible results. Under his leadership, Ekiti State has emerged as a model of fiscal discipline and transparency. At a time when many struggle with financial management, Ekiti stands tall, consistently ranked among the best performing states in fiscal responsibility, budget openness, and civil service reform. This is not accidental. It is a product of careful planning, prudent management, and a deep respect for public trust. In infrastructure, the story is equally compelling. From our record and from our data, over 350 kilometers of roads have been constructed across all the 16 local government areas of Ekiti State. These are not just roads. They are lifelines connecting farms to markets, communities to opportunities, and people to prosperity. The Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo stands as a bold symbol of vision and ambition. With approval already granted for commercial operation, this project will transform Ekiti into a hub of agribusiness, tourism, and commerce. It will open doors for investment, create jobs, and position the state as a critical player in Nigeria's economic future. In education, Governor Oyebanji has shown a clear commitment to the next generation. Over 1,000 classrooms have been rehabilitated and new ones are being constructed. The Smart School Initiative is equipping young minds with the tools needed to thrive in modern, knowledge-driven world. Through the Ekiti Youth Empowerment Program, thousands of young people have received training, grants, and support to build sustainable livelihood. This is leadership that invests not just in structures, but in people. Healthcare delivery has been revitalized, bringing quality services closer to community. In Ekiti State, what we have learned when we arrived, healthcare is fundamental human right of the people, particularly the less privileged, the underserved, and the vulnerable. Today in Ekiti State, women that are pregnant receive medical care free. Children that are below the age of 5 receive medical care free. All the secondary healthcare facilities have been remodeled, re-equipped, and also rebuilt. And as we are aware, primary healthcare centers in this very important state, Ekiti State, hundreds of them have been moved from level 1 to level 2. This is unprecedented. And I'm able to say the governor of Ekiti State is one of the best governors we have in Nigeria, and we are all proud of him. Let us also acknowledge the strides made in power and water assets. When I arrived in Ekiti yesterday, I moved around and asked the governor, why is it that every home and every area have light? And he told me he has ensured that the entire city is powered with solar power. And that, in my own opinion, is the way to go. And here again, we are commending His Excellency Governor Oyebanji. And perhaps, most importantly, it remains one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. And in my own opinion, it's a way to go. Because without peace, without security, there can never be development. Security of lives and property has been prioritized, creating an environment where businesses can grow and families can thrive. These achievements have not gone unnoticed. Governor Oyebanji has received numerous national recognition for excellence in governance, inclusive leadership, and development. That is why today we are not surprised. All the former governors of Ekiti State are here today. That is a sign of inclusivity. That is a sign of togetherness. And I'm going to say, Governor Oyebanji's biggest asset is his humility. He's a humble governor. He's someone that carries everyone along, and we're proud of him. My dear people of Ekiti, this election is not about experimentation. It is about consolidation. It is about building on a solid foundation and moving forward with confidence. But beyond Ekiti, this election carries national significance. Let me say this clearly. Ekiti gubernatorial election is a test case for the presidential election of January 2027. It is a referendum on leadership of a great leader, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, G7. That is the reason why we are here to ensure that at least we get nothing less than 500 to 600,000 votes in the next coming election by the government. Since assuming office, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken bold and necessary decisions, and sometimes difficult decisions, to reposition Nigeria's economy. His administration has demonstrated courage in confronting long-standing structural challenges. He has laid the groundwork for sustainable growth, fiscal stability, and national renewal. These reforms are not without their challenges, but they are guided by clear vision, a vision of a stronger, more resilient Nigeria, where opportunities are expanded and prosperity is shared. Across Nigeria, we are beginning to see the early sign of transformation. Investment are increasing, confidence is returning, and critical sectors are being repositioned for long-term growth. President Tinubu is not merely governor, he is rebuilding. And in Governor Oyebanji, we see a subnational leader who understands and aligns with this vision of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Governor Oyebanji is meticulously translating national priority into local impact and ensuring that federal initiatives reach the grassroots. Therefore, when you vote for Biodun Abayomi, you are not only voting for continuity in Ekiti, you are voting in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Renew Hope agenda. You are sending a clear message that Ekiti stands with progress, that Ekiti stands with reforms, that Ekiti stands with the future. Let no one deceive you. The stakes are high. The choices are clear. This is the time to rise above division and stand united for what works. This is the time to reject uncertainty and embrace proven leadership. This is a time to move forward, not backward. I urge every eligible voter in Ekiti State, come out in your numbers, vote massively for the candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Vote for continuity, vote for stability, vote for progress. Vote for Governor Biodun Abayomi. Let their votes speak louder than words. Let them echo across Nigeria as a resounding endorsement of good governance and visionary leadership. As the chairman of Campaign Council, I assure you that we will run a campaign anchored on issues, guided by integrity and driven by the collective aspiration of the people. We will engage every community, everyone, every citizen. We will listen, we will mobilize, and we will deliver victory. Together, we will write another chapter in the story of Ekiti State.
People of the Fountain.